I love James Hetfield's vocals, in general. He has this, yeah, yeah, I'm forever there. This, at the end of lines, it's so cool. It's very unique to his style. All right, time to learn some English with Metallica, Sad But True. Are you ready? Awesome. Before we start though, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like that idea because it helps me a lot here on YouTube. And without further ado, let's get to Sad But True. Alright guys, so let's get started here with Metallica, Sad But True. This song is the second track in the album Metallica, the fifth album by the band. This album is also popularly known as the Black Album, alright, among fans. So great heavy tune. Let's break down the lyrics a little bit here. Let's try to understand a little bit of the lyrics, the message the song is trying to pass. All right, so let's get started. Hey, hey, I'm your life. I'm the one who takes you there. Okay, so far, not a problem here, right? Hey, I'm your life. I'm the one who takes you there. Okay, so somebody is talking to the main character here. All right, let's continue. Hey, I'm your life. I'm the one who cares. Okay, so I'm the one who cares. I'm your life. I'm the one who cares, right? So if you care, you show that you like somebody, that you care about that person, that you want that person to be okay, right? So, hey, I'm your life. I'm the one who cares. All right, we don't know exactly who is talking to who here yet. Let's keep listening to find out, all right? I'm the one who cares. They betray. I'm your only true friend now. All right, let me go back a little bit here. There's a nice word to talk about. This one right here, they betray, right? They betray. So when you betray somebody, you break that person's confidence in you. Okay, imagine two people who were once friends, but then one of them betrays the other. This person does something to harm, to hurt the other person, usually behind the person's back. The other person was not expecting it. So this is called betrayal, okay? And the verb is betray. I think a classic example is Julius Caesar and Brutus. If you are familiar with Roman history, there was a Roman emperor named Julius Caesar, and he had Brutus, a young apprentice of his. He cared for Brutus a lot, almost like a son, but then Brutus eventually betrays Julius Caesar and has him murdered. Let's continue here. Hooray, I'm your only true friend now. They'll betray. Nice. Notice something here, guys, really cool. Let me go back a little bit. Notice that here, they'll betray. This is they will betray. But then there's the contraction. They'll. One challenge that I see students face all the time is pronouncing the contractions. Many of my students, they read this and they see that it's a contraction, but they don't pronounce, they don't speak the contraction. They say they will betray, in this case, for example, but you have to respect the contraction. So make sure you say they'll, in this case. They'll betray, right? They'll betray, all right? They'll betray, I'm forever there. I love James Hetfield's vocals, in general. He has this, yeah, I'm forever there. This, at the end of lines, it's so cool. It's very unique to his style. I'm your dream, make you real. I'm your eyes when you must steal. Okay, this is really cool here. I'm your eyes when you must steal. So we don't really hear the T for must. He doesn't sing when you must steal. The T here disappears. It's not really pronounced. So he says must, without the T. And then he joins that with the S for steal. Must steal. When you must steal. I'm your eyes when you must
steel. I'm your pain when you can't feel.
So far, so good here, right, guys? I'm your pain when you can feel. All right.
Sad but true.
Did you hear how he's saying sad but true? He doesn't sing sad but true. He doesn't say true. He goes tro, sad but tro. You know, he opens the sound. Instead of true, which is the right pronunciation of the word, he goes tro, sad but tro. He's singing. I think that, you know, in many cases, guys, the way you sing a song is very similar to the way you speak the words, but sometimes not really. This is one example where the singing is different from the speaking, because we never speak this word. We never pronounce it tro. We say true. But here in the song, he goes sad but tro, all right? Because of the song, the melody, the feeling that he's going for here, all right? So this is an interesting thing to notice.
I'm your dream, my industry.
Ooh, nice word here. Let me go back just a little bit. Yeah. You see, when somebody is astray, this person is off course. The person is going on the right path, let's say, but then this person deviates or goes off course, the right path. All right? So, mind astray, this is talking about your mind that is deviating from the correct path. Maybe you are thinking about doing bad things, doing evil things because your mind is astray. Your mind is thinking about doing bad, evil things. So we can understand here that it's almost like a person's dark side. We all have the potential for good and the potential for bad. We have these two little voices inside our heads. And here in the song, it's almost like the bad voice is talking to the main character. You know, I'm your dream, mind astray, you know. So I guess the song is about our dark side.
Your dream, mind astray. I'm your eyes while you're away.
You know, it's interesting how he sings this part, right? I'm your eyes while you're away, right? If you go back here, I'm your eyes while you're away, but he sings while you're away, like that.
While you're away, I'm your pain while you repay. You know it's sad but true.
Okay, so again, yeah, you know it's sabatro. Yeah, he opens that sabatro, tro. He doesn't go sabatru. Can you imagine if he went sabatru? You know, it doesn't even sound as cool, yeah. But when he opens the sound, sabatro sounds much more cool. Nice, guys. So let's continue here. I'm gonna go forward a little bit to the second verse. All right. Again, did you hear how he pronounced you? Again, he goes, yo, right? It's not you, yo. Yeah, this is stylistic, all right? For the purpose of the song.
You're my mask, you're my cover, my shelter.
Oh, man. His vocal tone here, so nice, man. The way he pronounces shelter here. Ooh, you know, shelter. You know, I love that. Anyway, shelter is a place that offers you safe haven, or, you know, a place where you can go to protect yourself from the rain, for example. Imagine you are in the forest and it starts raining a lot. It's normal that you look for shelter. Shelter is any place where you can get in and you can protect yourself from the rain in this case. I imagine, again, talking about this evil side that we have. This evil side can be sometimes our cover, our shelter.
I cover my shelter,
You see, so first he went, yo, but now he's saying, you. Really cool.
You're my mask, you're the one who's blamed.
Nice word right here. You're the one who's blamed, okay? When you blame somebody for something, you accuse that person of doing something. You hold that person responsible for doing something. Imagine you have a little brother, you know, and then you break your mom's vase in the living room, but then you blame your brother. When your mom says, hey, what happened here? Who broke this vase? And they say, oh, it was my little brother, you know? So in this example, you are blaming your little brother for breaking the vase. Oh, nice, nice, nice. A scapegoat is a person who suffers the consequences for something, but it's not that person's fault. You know, imagine somebody else does something bad, something evil they shouldn't be doing, but then they blame this person, and that person who is innocent takes the blame for that action and suffers all the consequences. So we can call that person a scapegoat, okay? It's when you are innocent of something, but you are still held responsible because somebody accused you and everybody believed that person. So in this context, you are the scapegoat, okay? For you guys, Brazilians out there, if you are a Brazilian watching this, the exact translation for scapegoat is bode expiatório, just so you know, all right? Let's continue. Oh, nice word here. Do my deeds, right? So deed is another word for action, all right? So imagine I am walking on the street and then I help an old lady cross the street. I can call that action a deed, and it was a good deed that I had that day, okay? So a deed is an action, it's something you do, okay? And your deeds can be good or bad, all right? The Hetfield voice again, shamed, shamed. You know, he does that a lot, like, you know, he really enunciates the last syllable of the words, shamed. He does that a lot. But anyway, let me go back here a little bit. So shamed, okay? When you are shamed, or when you feel ashamed, you feel embarrassed. That reminds me of Game of Thrones. Have you guys watched Game of Thrones? There is that scene, I think in season 5 or 6, where Cersei is arrested, and then she has to go on that walk of penalty across the kingdom, across the public, and then people start saying shame, 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 because, you know, she was accused of many bad things. Okay, now we're gonna go to the chorus again. Yeah, I'm your dream, make you real. I'm your eyes when you must steal. I'm your pain when you can feel. Sad but true. All right. After that part, we have the guitar solo, which is amazing. Guys, we're not gonna listen to the whole song here, but I'm gonna leave the link in the description to the original song, so if you want, you can listen to the entire song there. And also I'm gonna leave the link to this video here, because, you know, this was a video that I found on a channel, and I really thought the person here did a great job with the lyrics, right? This is a beautiful lyric video here with the rain and everything. So I'm also gonna share that person's channel and link here in the description if you wanna check it out, okay? But let me just go forward a little bit more, and let's just take a look very quickly at the last verse. Okay, right? No problem here. Hate, I'm your hate. I'm your hate when you want love. All right? Pay the price. Pay for nothing's fair. Nice. When something is fair, something is just, okay? There is justice in that thing. It's fair. The opposite would be unfair, okay? If something is unfair, it's not fair. It's unjust, okay? Now, the preposition for here is interesting. Pay for nothing's fair. For here, it has a similar meaning to because, okay? So pay because nothing is fair. That's the idea here. Pay the price, pay because nothing is fair. So sometimes you might see the word for being used like this, as a substitute for because. All right?
Nothing's fair. Hey, I'm your life. I'm the one who took you there.
Interesting that in the first verse of the song, he uses the verb take in the present. I'm the one who takes you there. But now here at the end of the song, he uses it in the past. He uses it in the past. I'm the one who took you there. All right?
Hey, I'm your life, and I no longer care.
Again, the Hetfield voice. Care! That at the end. Love it. So this last line here, I no longer care. When you no longer care, you don't care anymore. No longer is a great chunk that you can memorize, okay? So when you no longer do something, you don't do that anymore. So for example, I no longer stay up late, meaning I don't stay up late anymore. Or I no longer play video games every day. Or I don't play video games every day anymore. All right, guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this lesson on Metallica's Sad But True. And I'm going to leave here as a recommendation for you to watch another video I did here on the channel about TV series. Because aside from listening to music to improve your English, it's also nice for you to watch TV shows. So I'm going to leave this video here as a recommendation for you to watch next. And in this video, I give you 30 plus TV series that I consider to be the best TV series for you to learn English with. All right? Guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next lesson.